Okay, I linked my file of JavaScript. Here I have my JS file. Okay, inside this JS file, I'm going to give you some concept regarding loops. Okay, first of all, we have a for loop. Okay, what is for loop? Um, can you see my screen? G. Okay. Can you see my screen? Okay, that's fine. Okay, we have an index.js file. Here we have different loops. We will discuss different loops. You like we will discuss about the for loop. We will discuss about the while loop. Okay, and then we will discuss about the do while loop. Okay, we have different loops. So first of all, let me start with the for loop. Okay, what is for loop? For loop is very for loop or any of the loop is very important in your JavaScript or any programming language. Okay, if I talk about for loop, so for loop is like something. If you want to repeat anything consistently, you will use for loop for that purpose. For example, I will use for. Okay, let me start with the array first. Okay, let's say I have an array here, and this array contains different values like 134, 56, and so on. Okay, this array has different values. Let me console this array first. When I console this array, you will see that not all of its elements will come in the console. Okay, like this array is printed same like an array in the console. Okay, so if I want to get its numbers inside this array, I have to use the index number to get these. Okay, for example, I can use here like this square brackets, and then I'll write index number to get a specifically number. Okay, like 0, and 0 contains 1. Similarly, like if I write 1, it will give you the value which is on index number 1. Okay, which is 34, and same like that. Okay, so if I want to access all of these like values, okay, without mentioning again and again its index number, I can use a for loop. Okay, for loop will print what? For example, when I go here and write for I equals to 0, actually this I was an index number. Okay, in cases of JavaScript, we will use I as an index number. Okay, because all of the things, for example, if we want to get the buttons, all of the buttons, we will use for loop for that purpose, and then each button has its own index number. Okay, so we will use majority of the times we were using this index number. Okay, I as an index number. So I started my index number from 0. I can also start it from 1 because it is something that I can mention by myself. Okay, so I started I equals to 0. There that your index number is starting from 0, and 0 till what? For example, I want to get all of these values, or for example, if I'm not getting this value right now. Okay, for example, I can say I is less than 10. Okay, so I will start from 0. You can see that I is actually a variable. Initially it has a value 0, so I has value 0, then I is less than 10 means that I the value of I will always be less than 10. Okay, then I incremented this value. I incremented the values in JavaScript using I plus plus, or like plus plus operator. Okay, so this is something that I have written. Now for I equals to 0, I less than 10, and I plus 1, how it will actually work? When I console this I, okay, what will happen? First of all, it will definitely going to print 0 because I is 0. Initially, it is 0. So it will print this 0. Next time, as I incremented it, so what will happen? This I 0 became 1. Okay. It will increment the value from 0 to 1 by 1 value. Okay. It will always increment by 1 value when I use plus operator. If I want to increment from 2, I will use I plus equals to 2. Okay. Like that. But I just want to increment the single one, so I will use I plus, sorry, for that purpose. Okay, what is happening? Okay, so I plus plus. Now I equals to 0 and I is less than 10. Like 0 is less than 10. First of all, this is basically the declaration. Okay, this is the condition. Okay, and then this one is your increment. So I declare value first, then I put a condition over here, and then I incremented the value. Okay, which is increment or decrement that we will use. Okay, for decrement we will use minus minus. Okay, it will decrement the value by 1. Okay, so I equals to 0. First it will print 0, then it will increment the value to 1 by 1 value. I plus like 0 plus 1 is 1, so it will print here 1 because 1 is also less than 10, so condition is true. Now this I has become 1. Okay, because I updated the value from here 0 till then next time it will increment the value and now it is 1. Okay, and then 1 is less than 10, condition is true, it will print 1. The next time, now I has value 1, so 1 will increment first, so it becomes 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 is also less than 10, condition is true, it will print 2 here. Next, now the value of I is 2. 2 is less than 10, condition is true. So it will increment the value. Oh, so it like 2 plus 1 equals to 3. So 3 is less than 10, condition is true, it will print 3. Similarly, it will again increment the value. Now I has value 3. So 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 is less than 10, condition is true, it will print I. Okay. Now I has 4. So 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 is less than 10, condition is true, it will print I, and I is 5 right now. So it will print 5. Next time I has 5. 5 plus 1 equals to 6. 6 is less than 10, condition is true. So it will print the I, and I is 6 right now. So it will print 6 and so on. Okay. So it will print same like 7, it will print like 8, and now I has value 8, so 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 is less than 10, condition is true, it will print 9. Okay. Next time, now I is equal to 10. Oh, sorry, like I equals to 9. Okay, so 9 plus 1 is 10. Now the value of I is 10, and 10 is less than 10, condition is false. Okay, because 10 is not less than 10, so it will not like print this I, and it will not iterate this condition. Okay, it will not like print console.log I. Okay, so it will break this loop. So the value that I have got from this loop is 0 till 9. So let me check what will come in the console. Okay, when I put console.log I inside for loop, see, now I am getting all of the values like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9, and etc. Now you have seen that I have got all of these values. So if I want to access this array, you have seen that the same thing comes over here, only the thing that changes is this. Okay, here we will give different values, like your index number will start from 0, so I will write here 0. Then your index number, the next value is 1, so I will write here 1, and then I will write 2, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So same like your array contains values from 0 till next. Okay, so it means that I got my index number using this for loop. Okay, so for example, if I want to get these values of the array, so I will write this same loop. Okay, here I am getting all of my index numbers. Okay, and what over here, like what will I write here? Inside console.log I will write first my array, and then inside this square brackets, instead of writing the index numbers again and again, I will use I. So what will happen? This I contains those same index number. So first of all, I equals to 0. The condition is true, like 0 is less than 10. So it will print the I array of I, like array of, it will write array of 0 because I has 0. Similarly, next time I has 1, 1 is less than 10, condition is true, over here it will write 1, and same like that. So it will alternatively printing all of these values by using this array. Okay, like for example, if I save this value or if I save this page, okay, what will happen? Okay, instead of getting those index numbers, I am getting these values which I have in the array. And you have seen that it is giving me only five values. The remaining five are undefined because the remaining five values are not here in the array. And I have written here I is less than 10. Okay, so I can write here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will index number is starting from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 it means ke less than 5. 4 is less than 5. Okay, or you can write here less than equal to 4. Okay, so see, right now no undefined value is coming over here. Another thing that I can use here, instead of giving the values, because if I have 1,000 elements in the array, I'm not going to use here 1,000, or if I added some value in the array, I'm not going to change it. Okay, so instead of writing this, I can use that I is less than the length of array. Okay, array dot length. So whatever the length of array is, it will print, because if I console the length of array, you have seen that the length of array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 is the length of array. So if I use here array dot length, it means that the length of array is 5 and I is less than 5. Sameer, are you getting my points? Understood? If you have any queries, you can ask me. G Ahmed, understood? Okay, fine. So this is basically your for loop. Okay. Okay. This is G. You have any questions? Sorry, I'm not getting your point. You can ask me again. What are you saying? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it will give the values under 4. For example, if I write I less than 4, what will happen? Okay. I is equal to, yeah, I is equal to 0. So the I like condition I is less than 4, like 0 is less than 4 is true. Okay. So it will first write this console, like it will write array I has 0 right now. Okay, so it will print 0 over here. Next time what is going to print I plus 1, like now the value of I is 1 because I has incremented from 0 to 1. So our value of I is 1. 1 is less than 4, condition is true, and it will print the I. Okay, similarly it will print 2, it will print 3. Okay, but in case of 4, when it gets the, okay, when it becomes 4, like I becomes 4, so 4 is less than 4, condition is wrong. Okay, so it will not going to execute this console. Okay, it will simply just print the values till your index number 3, like this. It will only execute this. Okay, it will not going to print the 4 over here. Okay, it will not pass this index number over here. because 4 is less than 4 condition is wrong. So what will happen? 0, 1, 2, and 3, only these values you will get. Okay, like 0, 1, 2, and 3, you will not get 778 in this case. Okay, you can see in the console, like if I save it, you will not get 778. See, I'm getting values till 454. See, बिल्कुल उतनी ही आती है, इसलिए हम कोशिश ये करते हैं कि हम यहाँ पर जो है ना, बजाय अगर हमें एरे की वैल्यू सारी गेट करनी है तो हम एरे की डायरेक्ट लेंथ ले लें, या लाइक जिस तरह गेट करना है यूजुअली हम लेंथ के साथ काम कर लेते हैं कि हमें बार बार देनी ना पड़े इनर वैल्यूज। ओके, लेकिन यूजुअली हम दे भी देते हैं। जी जी अहमद, व्हाट यू सेइंग? ओके ओके, okay, in that case you will not going to start. Okay, what are you saying? Okay, no, we can change this. Okay, like the next thing I'm going to tell you people is about the statics, how we can print those. Okay, so it is not all about the numbers. Okay, like for loop is not about the just the numbers. Okay, right now I'm just clarifying or clearing your concepts. Okay, that is why I'm using these numbers only. So it is not just about the numbers, it is about the understanding, like how your for loop actually works. Okay, how you will first declare the value and then you will give statement and then increment the value. So if I want to draw something like this, for example, if I want to print a static, then I have two statics, then we have three statics, four, and one, two, three, four, five. Okay. Okay. If I want to design something like this, how can I design this? Okay. For that purpose, you will use inner loop, inner for loop. Okay. We will use two for loops, for loop inside for loop for that purpose. We will start from for uh, I equals to 0 and I is less than. Okay, keep in mind that the first loop, okay, I, which is I, usually we define this. Okay, the first loop that we will use is for rows and the next one is for columns. So as I have 1 2 3 4 and 5 rows in actual, like 1 2 3 4 5, I have 5 rows, so I will use 0 till less than 5. Why I use less than 5? Because I'm starting my index number from 0, so it means that 0 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, I have 0 till 4 rows. Now I will increment it. Okay, inside this, for example, if I console static, okay, what will happen? Okay, let me first uh, let me use here document.write instead of console. Okay, document.write. See, you will see 5 stars over here, like 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, so these are your rows in actual. Okay, if I want a column over here, like I is 0 and I is less than 5, I plus plus. If I put a break over here, like if I use document dot write break, see, this is how your rows are working. Okay, I have to use document dot write break because once your star will print, I need a break. Okay, then right now I don't want this static to come. Okay, I will use an inner loop. Okay, inner loop for what? For J. And inside this I will write document uh, dot write break. Okay, this one is for my columns, and my column is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Similarly, so it means that your J will also start from 0 till 4 less than 5, which is 4. Okay, so J plus plus. तो चीज़ें और तरीके से काम करेंगी. ओके, J is less than 5 and nothing is coming over here. Why? Because I put a break here. I haven't used static here. See, now what is happening? Okay, that when I write this, why it comes like this? Why like this box is coming over here like this? Okay, the reason is your I is starting from 0. Okay, so I is 0 right now. When I is 0, okay, it will come over here like in the inner loop. Now your J is also starting from 0. So J is not starting from 0, it should start from I. Okay, J equals to I. Okay, if I save this, okay, your triangle has reversed. Okay, and if I use instead of J is less than this, J is less than equal to I. See, this is coming. If I write J is less than I, everything removes. And if I write J is greater than I, see, nothing comes. So over here, I cannot use J equals to I will write J equals to 0 and J is less than or equal to I. Or I think greater here is come. See, my triangle has been coming right now. How it will work, or what is the process flow of this loop? Okay, first of all, I have I equals to 0 and I is less than 5, I plus plus. Now the value of I is 0, it will come to this inner loop. Okay, now J is also 0, so the value of I is 0 right now and the value of J is 0 right now. Okay, I is 0 and J is 0. Okay, so J equals to 0. Now here this condition will work. Okay, J is less than or equal to I. J is not less than, but J is equal to I. That's why it will print this statement. It will print a single static according to the condition, and then it will going to give you a break. Okay, because I write a break over here, so it will give you a line break. Okay, after that it will move to this for loop. Okay, now the value of I incremented from 0 to 1. The new value of I is 1, right? Okay, now when I come to J, J was 0, now J is still 0. Okay, because now the process flow will execute from start, so the value of J is 0 right now. Okay, J is 0, it means that J has a value 0, and 0 is less than or equal to 1. 0 is less than 1, condition is true. Okay, it will going to print this static over here. Okay, now in this same line the J value was 0, so it will increment it from 0 to 1. Okay, J increment its value from 0 to 1, and now the fresh value of J is 1. Now I was 1, sorry, I was 1, J is also 1. I was 1 from the start and j is now 1. Okay, so I was 1 and j is 1. So the value of j is 1. 1 is less than equal to 1. 1 is not less than 1, but 1 is equal to 1. That's why the condition is true. So in this same line, it will print another static over here like this. It will print another star. Okay, and then the new value of j will become 2, like j equals to 2. When now the value of j is 1, first it has 0, then it has 1. Now 1 plus 1 is 2. The value of j is 2, same like I was 1, and j becomes 2. Okay, so j is less than equal to I. The value of j is less than or equal to I. No, the value of j is greater than and equal to I. So that's why this condition is wrong. So it will not going to print this document.write static. It will take a break over here like this. Okay, next time what is going to happen, the value of I incremented from 1 to 2. Now the value of I is 2. Are you people getting my points? जी समीर, आपको समझ में आ रही है? जी समझ में आ रही है कि नहीं आ रही? ओके, आई की जो वैल्यू है, ठीक है, हमने जे को एज्यूम किया है कि हमारा जे जीरो से शुरू हो रहा है, हमारी आई जो है वो जीरो से शुरू हो रहा है. अब आई जब हमारे पास जीरो है, तो आई की कंडीशन, आई जीरो ही रहेगा अभी स्टार्टिंग में, क्योंकि आई जब जीरो होता है तो अंदर वाली लाइन एग्जीक्यूट होती है फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, फिर जाके आपका आई इंक्रीमेंट होता है. ठीक है, फर्स्ट टाइम वो जीरो पे कुछ ना कुछ प्रिंट करता है, डायरेक्ट इंक्रीमेंट नहीं करता. जैसे ऊपर था आई को जीरो पहले उसने दिया, फिर वो जाके उसमें इंक्रीमेंट करता था. तो आई जीरो था तो वो अंदर जे के लूप पे आ गया. जे अब हमारे पास जीरो है, तो ऊपर आई तो हमारे पास पहले का जीरो था, जे भी हमारे पास जीरो हो गया. तो जे इज लेस देन इक्वल टू आई. जीरो इज लेस देन इक्वल टू आई. जीरो लेस तो नहीं है लेकिन इक्वल है, तो जीरो इक्वल टू आई कंडीशन ट्रू हो जाती है. इस केस में क्या होगा कि यहाँ पे आके वो डॉक्यूमेंट डॉट राइट प्रिंट करा देगा. ठीक है, मतलब एक स्टैटिक दे देगा. नेक्स्ट टाइम क्या होगा, जैसे ही वो स्टैटिक देगा, अब जे की वैल्यू इंक्रीमेंट भी होगी. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि वो डायरेक्ट ब्रेक ले लेगा. जे की वैल्यू 1 हो जाएगी. ठीक है, 0 से 1 हो जाएगी यहीं पे. ये जे तब तक, जब तक ये कंडीशन गलत नहीं होती, ये यहाँ से बाहर तब तक नहीं आएगा. समझ आ रही है? तब तक ब्रेक नहीं करेगा. वरना तो हमने यहाँ पर क्या किया कि जे जो है वो हमारे पास लेस देन और इक्वल टू आई है. तो हमने जब कहा कि लेस देन और इक्वल टू आई है, तो आपके पास जो j की वैल्यू है, ठीक है, वो थी आपके पास 1. 1 इज लेस देन इक्वल टू 0. ये कंडीशन गलत है. 1 लेस नहीं होता 0 से. समझ आ गया ना? इक्वल होता है. तो यहाँ पर क्या हुआ था कि उसने एक स्टैटिक दे के लाइन ब्रेक ले ली थी. नेक्स्ट कंडीशन गलत हो गई थी, वो लूप पे चला गया था. ठीक है, अब लूप के पास आई जो है वो 0 से क्या हो गया, 1 हो गया. ठीक है, आई 1 था, अब हमारे पास आई 1 था और जे के पास हमारे पास 0 से वैल्यू शुरू होती है. तो जे 0 होगा सबसे पहले. 0 इज लेस देन इक्वल टू 1 कंडीशन ट्रू, वो एक स्टार दे देगा. अगेन जे की वैल्यू वहीं पे 1 हो जाएगी. 1 इज लेस देन इक्वल टू 1 कंडीशन ट्रू, वहीं पे एक और स्टार दे देगा. अब नेक्स्ट टाइम 1 से वो 2 हो गया, तो 2 इज लेस देन इक्वल टू 1 कंडीशन क्या हो जाती है, गलत हो जाती है. ठीक है, तो वो क्या करेगा, जब यहाँ कंडीशन गलत हो जाएगी तो एक लाइन ब्रेक दे देगा और अगेन आई के पास चला जाएगा. अभी क्या हो रहा है कि आई की वैल्यू क्या बन गई है, 1 से 2 बन गया. तो वही मैं आपको समझा रही हूँ. समझ आ रही है? ओके जी अहमद. नाउ द वैल्यू ऑफ आई इज 2. ओके, so the value of I is 2 and j definitely going to start from 0. So if the value of j is 0 right now, okay, when I is when I is 2 and j is 0, so the value of like j condition is j is less than equal to I. So 0 is less than equal to 2 condition is true, like 0 is less than 2. Okay, that's why it will print a static over here. Okay, it will print a static, and then we have I. Okay, the value of I remains consistent like 2. J has become now what, j has now become 1. Okay, from 0 to 1. Okay, so the value of j is 1 and I is 2. So j is less than equal to I, like 1 is less than equal to 2 condition is true, so it will print a static over here. Okay, next time the value of I is again same 2, and the value of j is now 2. Okay, so 2 is less than equal to 2, condition is true, it will print another static over here, and then the value of I is now 2, and the value of j is incremented from 2, and now the value of j is 3. Okay, so j is less than equal to I, 3 is less than equal to 2, condition is wrong, so it will not print a static over here, it will print this break, so it will give you a line break and it will come again here. Okay, now the value of I is 0 1 2, it will convert from 2 to 3. Okay, it will increment the value, now the original value of I is 3. So I has a value 3, j is again first 0. So 0 is less than equal to 3. It will print a static over here. Again, the value of j is incremented from 0 to 1. So 1 is less than equal to 3. Condition true. It will print another static over here. Now the value of j is 1 from 1 to 2. Now the value of j is 2. 2 is less than equal to 3. Condition is true. Again, now 2 plus 1 is 3, so the value of j is right now 3. 3 is less than equal to 3. Yeah, condition is true, it will print another static over here. Next time the value of j becomes 4. Okay, 3 plus 1 is 4, so 4 is less than equal to 3. Condition is wrong, so it will come over here and give a line break. Okay, जी, कंडीशन जब गलत होगी तो वो यहाँ पर आ जाएगा, और यहाँ पे मैंने लिखा हुआ है कि ब्रेक दो, ठीक है, तब वो दे रहा है। अगर ये मैं ना देती तो सारे के सारे स्टैटिक एक ही लाइन में आ जाएंगे, ठीक है। So next time I is 0, like I is the value of I was 3, I becomes 4, 4 and j is 0. 0 is less than equal to 4, 1 is less than equal to 4, 2 is less than equal to 4, 3 is less than equal to 4. But when j becomes 4, 4 is less than equal to 4, condition is true. Now when j becomes 5, 5 is less than equal to 4, condition is wrong, so it will give a line break over here. Okay, now the value of I is 5, and 5 is less than 5, condition is wrong, so it will not going to iterate this loop. Okay, because condition is wrong here, so it will not going to the inner loop. Okay, so this is how it will print first one static, then it will print two statics, then three statics, then four statics, and then five statics. Understood? Okay. अच्छा, जैसे हमारे पास ये चीज़ है वैसे ही हमारे पास डिफरेंट डिज़ाइंस भी हैं। ओके, हम वो बनाएंगे। देन वी हैव समथिंग लाइक दिस 1 2 लाइक 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, like 10 star. Then I have here 1 over here, I have this in number, then this number. Okay, like this. Mhm. Okay, now if I want to design this, actually this was your task, but let me done this first. Okay, then I'll give you some task regarding it. Okay, because these loops are very important and you have to understood the concepts of loops. Okay, so here we have a square like this. Okay, if I want to design it, what can I do? First of all, I can go to sorry, first of all, I'll go to the for loop. Okay. Here I will write I is equals to, as there are rows 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I will start from 0 less than 5, because 0 till 4 it will take. Okay. Like it is on 0 index, 1 index, 2 index, 3 index, and 4 index. So I is from 0 till 4. Now come to the J. Again, J starts from 0, and it has 10 columns like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. I want 10 stars to come in like all of the columns, so I will write j is less than, or j is less than 10, 0 till 9. Okay, like 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. Okay, 9 stars will come, and j plus plus. Okay, and then I will write here, for example, in the document I can print document dot write static, and then after this loop, okay, when it will print, then I'll use document, oh, document dot write a break here, okay. Okay, let me save this, and you will see that a square is coming over here, okay. You can use a line break here, document dot write line break, because I just want to, okay. So this is your square, okay. But the thing that I have to do is that you have seen in the one index, like in the one row, zero, the zero, my I is zero. So this one is your zero row, this one is your one row, this one is your two. So in the one row and in the two row and in the three row, like when your I is on 1, I is on 0, sorry, I is on 2 and I is on 3. You have seen that only these stars are coming over here, okay. So I have to put a condition here, okay, like these stars, how these stars will come, okay. I want these stars to come the same like this, okay. But I just don't want these stars to come, okay, like these stars in the I1, I2, and I3, okay. So what I will do, first of all, I can say that when my I is like this, will this J will, I will write here a condition if, and inside this thing I will write a condition here like this. What should be the condition? I want my I, when I is equal to, okay, when I is equal to 1, 2 and 3, okay, like when I is equal to 1 and like I want all of these conditions to be true. I want when I is 1 or I is equal to 2, or I is equal to 3. Okay. I want these stars to come. When I is equal to 1 or I is equal to 2 or I equals to 3. Okay. Or J is, I also want my J. Okay. When J is equal to, uh, when J is 0 and J is on 9 index. Like when J is equal to, जी जीशान ऑफिस ऑटोमेशन, हाँ, जी किसके पास ऑफिस का है आपके मैम मैम के पास कब क्लास होती है उसकी उसकी क्लास होती है मैम अक्सर की आज ही होगी ना 3 to 5 वो मुझे कॉल्स पे कॉल्स कर रहा है मैम से कंफर्म एक दफा कर रहा है अगर वो ग्रुप में ऐड है ना मैंने मैम को नंबर दिया था कि आप उसको ग्रुप में ऐड कर दें हाँ तो उनसे पूछ लें कि क्या इसका सिनेरियो ठीक है okay and I also have to write here else condition okay else what will happen like else document dot write we can write something here like you can write j or anything okay when I equals to 1 or I equals to 2 I equals to 3 similarly j equals to 0 like j is on 0 or j is on 9 okay less than 10 like is the last index okay like j is when 9 so 9 is less than 10 this was the last index so j equals to 9 so when these are the things like I'm on these lines I want my j to come else I want my sterics if I save this and reload it see What is happening? Okay. Okay. Same as the thing I want, but I don't want my. Okay. Okay. I did things wrong. Like, I have to take my I zero and my I what, but I put a J over here. Like, if I want static, and if I write J here. Okay, for my J 0 and for J 9. No, for my J, I give a wrong condition. Okay, I want this J. Okay, my J is when on like not on 0 and 9, when my J is on 1 or J is on 2, for example. Okay, first of all, let me give a condition here. When my I is 1, 2, and 3, like my I is on 1, 2, and 3. One, mhm. Like my eye is on one. Okay. Okay, I give a wrong condition here. But how? Wait, आई ज़ीरो है और आई टिल फोर है, तो अगर मुझे लेना है ज़ीरो से फोर तो ज़ीरो वन टू थ्री एंड फोर, तो ये ही बनती हैं आपके पास ज़ीरो। ओके, बट ये क्या कर रहा है, वो एल्स आपको जे दे रहा है और स्टैरिक दे रहा है उस पर। हाँ तो ठीक है, वो सही गेट कर रहा है ना, एक मिनट। हम्म, ओके, ये अब आपको दे रहा है, एल्स आप दे दो स्टैरिक। Okay. Now, when my I is 1, my I is 2, and my I is 3. So, 1, 2, and 3 is getting okay. Now, I can say, and my J is 0 and J is 9. My J is 0 or my J is 9. Okay. Mhm. J is 0 or 9. Okay, this is something that I want. Now I will connect this. I will write here static. I will write say here. Reverse this. Okay, this was right. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Now I want a space here. Okay, like I put J here Like when I say my index number is 1, 2 and 3, okay, so when my index number is 1, 2 and 3, and when those index number has j 0 or 9, okay, I will give a j here, okay, else I'll give a static here. So I will give a static here and I'll give a j here, okay, I'll give here a static and I'll give here now g. Now where I have this j, I wanted a space here, so I will use dollar, um, sorry, dollar nbsp, like this. It will give a space here, or these are not like that. Mm-hmm. BSP, dollar nbsp. Okay, not, it is not a dollar, it is an and. Okay, and nbsp. G Ahmed, can you hear me? You can share. You can share. See my screen. It is an and in Excel. Okay. Can you see my screen? Okay, that's great. Okay, you have seen that. Okay, you have seen that I write this thing, okay, and if I want my first I equals to, like, if I want my first directs, I can give a loop where I can simply go and print, like when my I is 0 and my I is 5, I simply want my else. You can say here, you can give another condition over here, like when my else if when my I is on 0 or my I is on 5 or 4, sorry, okay, I want uh, I want static, and in the else I will write this. See, this one is coming here, so this is how you will put some conditions, okay, you will use different conditions, everyone has its own logic, okay, his or her own logic, so you can use these anyways to get the desired results, okay, this is how your loop will work. I'll give you some shapes regarding it, for example, I'll give you okay. Like I can give you a diagonal, I will give you different shapes, yeah, I'll give you some tasks regarding it, you have to implement those, okay, as an assignment, okay. So this for loop is very important, you can understood these concepts, if you have any queries regarding it you can ask me, okay. So now I'll give you some tasks. Gigi. Okay, that's great. So this is your loops. I will teach you. Okay, in the next class we will discuss about the while loop and do while loop, because once you got the concepts of the for loop, I will move to the while and do while loop. Those loops were very easy and only a syntax differentiation. Okay, they work same like this. Okay, so I'll discuss it in the next class, inshallah. Okay, so now I am. I